Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we are going to be trying out the brand new unit, limited unit, 25th Beam. Now, if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's actually from the anime that is called Tower of God, which is kind of funny because he's the first limited edition character that also is from the Tower. So if they do add on like different characters and stuff, it's funny that this Tower guy is literally from the Tower game mode. So it's like, yeah, they did their research. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take him all the way to max level, ascend him, all that fun stuff, and then evolve him, and then we'll kind of see what he does. So off rip, I do want to check out his passive and his ability. So it looks like Beam gathers the Shinsu around him, compacting it into an orb before firing it in front. Alright, innate passive, each time that this skill is cast, he gains an extra orb on his back. When he reaches 3 orbs, he'll fire all orbs out to deal devastating damage. I want to see that. Single hit, of course, I'm guessing it's multi-hit actually, but it has to do with how many orbs he throws out. So we're looking at like 240% damage straight up. He also has defense shred, which is crazy. And this one's really low for a defense shredder. I mean, deduct enemy's defense by 4% for 6 seconds. Does this upgrade? We'll have to find out right now. So let's go ahead and level him up. I have an insane amount of upgrade materials. I'm curious on what actually upgrades. So only his damage upgrades. That is the worst armor shred ever. What the heck? I don't like that at all. That's terrible. I mean, 4%, bro? Like, look at Asuna, man. She's also a limited unit, right? But her armor shred is like 23%. They need to buff that. I feel like some of these characters are just not balanced at all. I mean, look at ARUCARDO. Holy crap, is he terrible. But, you know, let's go ahead and look at this guy. So we're going to go ahead and ascend him too. Just to level him up to max level, just for the heck of it. As you can see, max level. Now we get to see his full stats right here. And we're going to go ahead and give him my God set gear set, which I normally put on every single one of my attackers. This time, Frieza, you're getting off the team. This set I use on everybody because it has good defense, a little bit of HP, a little bit of a lot of attack, which is very, very useful. I might make a second set, but I want to check out what the new armor sets look like from the new One Piece area. I just haven't had the time yet because it took me like 3 hours to do the tower, which I still need to make a video on because that thing is hard if you don't build your team correctly. Now, what do you call it? Let's go ahead and get into it. So, let's go ahead and bring him into... What game should we bring our boy into? Honestly. That's hard to say. You know what? We're going to bring him into Raid. I feel like that makes more sense because I did bring, ALUCARD into Raid when I did my ALUCARD video. So, let's go ahead and check out Beam. Let's go easy. The only reason I do easy is because it's not going to take a lot of time. I know I'm going to kill the Raid boss, and we're not really worried about killing the Raid boss. We're worried about seeing what this guy can do. So let's go ahead and turn off everybody real quick. I just want to turn them off, except for, obviously my healer. We have our damage increase, our cooldown reduction. Let's go ahead and see Beam work. So right now he has 2 orbs already. So I'm guessing once he gets his 3rd orb, he's going to pop off. And which should be like right now. So then he gets his 3rd orb, and then he shoots the orbs out. That's pretty cool. But I'm guessing this next turn, does he throw the orbs out at the boss? Come on, let's see it. Should be right about now. And Frieza, you're cooking our animation here, buddy. Okay, so you can see right here, he also gains fires an extra orb. So as you see, he's shooting 3 orbs, which is pretty cool. Let's see his damage. Oh, lackluster damage. I guess he's like not supposed to be that strong, I guess, but this doesn't make any sense because he is one of the new limited units. Even Asuna with a weaker set, is still doing more damage than this guy, but of course she's evolved. Let's be real, she is evolved. So let's go ahead and Evo this guy and check him out because right now he's not doing too much. Actually, Asuna's doing more damage than him, and she isn't even like attacking with a skill. That's hilarious, actually. So this dude, pretty cool. I like the concept. Let's see if that concept gets any better once we actually evolve him, and then go ahead and take a look at that. All right, I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, now a small misconception. I think a lot of people were really confused about this part because they were like, okay, well, what's the deal with this guy? And there's 2 limited units. No, it's the same unit, so it's just limited though. So yeah, this is the same unit, Violet Grass, and we're gonna go ahead and evolve him. And this time he has a little thingy on his back. I think his skin's a little messed up, but it's fine. We're not really here to look at the skin. We're here to look at the character. So let's go ahead and level him up to max. Fantastic. There we go. He's still mid lane. Now let's see Thorn Orb control. Now, let's see. Violet with the power of the Thorn Awaken gathers Shinsu around the tip of it before blasting out as a cannon. This is capable of disrupting enemies' energies and disable their skills for a few seconds. Now, I think this is just not really that crazy, I would say, whenever it comes down to that disable skill. I mean, maybe if there was an enemy that was super aggressive in the game, maybe we would see something with that, but honestly, not really that crazy. I would actually just swap that out for like any other thing. Like I would take anything over that. Then we have single hit damage with 320% this time. That is a nice level up. Innate passive through channeling into the Thorn. You gain 2% cooldown reduction and 20% damage boost per, per use. Resets itself at 5 stacks. Now, I don't know if this means we get a 10% cooldown reduction and a 100% damage boost, but that sounds pretty freaking cool to me. Let's see, what upgrades with this? Just damage, of course. All right, now let's go ahead and take him into the game. Now, I don't like his attack, though, honestly. Look at that attack stat. Wait a second. Ooh, I might have ran into a bug, or I got my gear deleted. Wow, I just deleted my god set. Okay, that happened. All right, we're going to go ahead and put on this new set onto him using the Zoro set. Sadly, I did just delete my god set. And apparently, all this gear does not exist anymore. All right, let me fix this real quick. Let's see. I'll probably just have to go back to team and then go back to gears. Gear does not exist for this guy. The only one that does is gloves. Okay. Well, we're not going to let that stop us. Let's go ahead and get into the raid again. Zoro with no gear is going to be pretty washed, but we're good. We're here to see him, and we're here to see him perform. So let's watch him perform. Sadly, we are going to be like lackluster on the defense perspective and everything else like that, but we'll just tank it. He's got a little bit of defense, a little bit of HP. Let's see his attack. So he does start stacking orbs. This time he is stacking 5 orbs this time, which is pretty cool. All right. Stacks a second orb, which is pretty sick. Now, apparently he's supposed to turn off the guy's attack, but he's not doing that to Frieza at all. So I don't get why like this whole disable feature even is supposed to work. Because he clearly just uses beam after, he kind of stopped him, which just didn't work at all. Yeah, it's just not working. Like the whole disable attack feature, like it just doesn't even work. It's whatever. Now we have 4 stacks of orbs right here. As you can see, it just keeps climbing and climbing in the orbs category. Now, I'm curious on if the orbs are even supposed to shoot out or not, because it does say like orbs shoot out. Or orbs do their thing. As you can see, oh, there we go. Now we got to see the orbs actually shoot out right there. That was pretty cool. Let's see his damage. Lackluster, but because we can't put any gear on this guy. But I like the concept. The concept of him stacking damage and stuff like that is pretty cool. I think he's a fun character to use. He's a little expensive whenever it comes down to that evolution material. If you didn't see, it's like 15 freaking rainbow diamonds, which is quite a bit because now I got to grind some more. The cooldown reduction is lackluster. I mean, it only goes up to 10%, which is really not a lot when there's characters in this game who already offer your team a lot more cooldown reduction. So would I say this guy is like totally worth the investment? I think there's a lot better characters out there, especially if you haven't seen Trigun or Shield Hero. Yeah, it's just, that just happened. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy and peace out. All right.